All right, so I made a run to Aldi, and here is what I got. Doesn't look like much. I didn't need much, but I am headed back out to go to a couple other stores, and we will pick up a few more things. But I'm right now making a bagel so that I don't get food while I'm out, and I haven't eaten anything yet. So anyways, here is what I got. I got some grapes and strawberries, some pineapple juice, cheddar cheese, kind of a staple for me, pineapple, sour cream, dark chocolate chips. Why are chocolate chips so expensive anymore? I feel like they've gotten ridiculous. However, this was still the cheaper, wow, I stumbled with my words. This was still the cheapest option. I don't go through them often. I mean, if I bake cookies, I'll use more, but I just like to have a handful of those, usually with my fruit. I'll mix it in with a fruit salad, then I get a little bit of the chocolate, but most of the sweet is from the fruit. Speaking of sweet, I don't know why, but I've been wanting pudding lately. I don't really like to get stuff like this, but I did. So I know that it can be made with almond milk, which is what I have. I just have to look up the way to do it. I think you have to use slightly different ratios. Anyway, some Italian dressing, pepperoni, a couple bags of croutons because we're just about out. We do have some salad stuff. I still need to pick up some, but anyways, I got some freeze-dried strawberries. I don't get these very often. They're kind of a treat because they are, you know, the cheapest thing for the amount of ounces, but I'm not positive, but okay, I should say I'm not positive what our plans are for the 4th of July, but I have a feeling we may end up doing some type of picnicky thing. We don't have plans really with anybody, but if we go to an event or some kind, and I thought this would be nice to have. If not, I might just like save it for like a road trip or like another thing. Anyways, that's why I got those. I do love these. And then I got some ice packs because I don't have a ton, and these are nice and slim. They actually had even slimmer ones, but they were already sold out since last time. So I got these ones. And then I love when they have these. I buy this about once a year. Well, I'm not even out yet, but they won't carry it often. So I got this because it's a really good price compared to the regular price. So got the jumbo thing of garbage bags. I'll be good for a while. I already started eating because I'm in a hurry, but blueberry bagel with cream cheese and half of it with some blueberry jam. And then I'll be back on my way to do some more errands. All right, I'm about to head out, and I need to get a few more grocery items, but I know this runner's not centered. I picked this up at Aldi a while ago. I got it like 50% off. I think I paid like $8 or $9 for it. I love it, but it's too, even if it was centered, it's too narrow to fit like right in front of the door. I still definitely need a mat there. I was hoping I could just put a runner there, but it's just too narrow. So I need to get a mat for the front door, and then this will either come out, you know, further, or I will put it, this area is kind of a mess, but in this area. So I still love it. Glad I have it, but I was hoping maybe I could just have it coming from the front door itself, but when you walk in, like, you know, it's just not wide enough. So that is one thing I'm on the hunt for. I'm fine if I don't get it today, but that's what I want to look for. I think I'm going to go to TJmaxx, Walmart, and Sam's Club, I believe. I might even go to Hobby Lobby. It's been a while since I've been there. I don't know. Let's go see what we can get done. We do have some weather coming later, and I'd like to beat the storms. So that's going to be a determining factor of what how many places I go. Okay, so we don't have any trips planned for a few months yet, but I do love travel things. So I'm letting myself browse today. I don't mind browsing because I'm not really an impulse buyer. So unless it's something I've been looking for, the chances of me just spending money, just not very likely. It's just not my personality. So that's what I'm going to do. Tell me your thoughts on packing cubes. I've never used them, and I'm wondering if it really does make a difference. We're all set for luggage, but boy, do they have a lot of options. All right, I told you before that I love pouches for traveling. If I had not just bought some, it's only $4 or $7 for this set. I love that. This one's cute too. This one is just 3 pouches, but it also comes with a little luggage tag. I love looking at all of these little travel things. I know some of them aren't necessary, but some of them really do make things easier if you travel. Even if you're not doing like big trips, we don't really do like any international travel. We really don't do a lot of travel, although we've kind of got a couple things planned or in the works. So I was just looking to see what I maybe could add to my collection, but I don't think I ended up picking up any travel related items on this trip. I don't think, honestly, I don't remember. It's been a couple days now that I'm doing the voiceover. But I also enjoy looking at their home stuff, particularly their kitchen things. And I don't always buy anything, but sometimes it's fun to just look. And sometimes I do find, just a little piece here and there that is something that I have been looking for. So I took a wander around before actually looking at what I was there to check out. Finally, the main reason, I have a squeaky cart, main reason I came here immediately, this stands out to me, but it might be too big. I should have taken some measurements, huh? Oh, it's machine washable. I like that. Lots to choose from. Oh, these are nice too. Right, I like this, I think. Oh, it's plasticky feeling though. I have a rough one outside my front door for people to scrape gross stuff off their shoes. We also don't allow shoes in our house. But there'll be one outside the door for cleaning your feet. We actually mainly use our garage door, but I'd like a mat at the front door. Okay, so these are more like runners. This is the right size, I think, actually, but it's one of those anti-fatigue mats. And I could use it anywhere, but because of that, it's super foamy and stuff. It's $20, and I don't want to spend for the extra comfort, when comfort's not exactly an issue in that spot. I have one like this, not with paw prints, but that texture for outside. So the hunt continues for the doormats. However, I'm still looking for a bedspread for our bed because what we had was too heavy for the summer. So we just don't have anything on top. And this might be an option. It is a down alternative, but it's thin. See how thin that is? And it's machine washable. I just need to check the measurements online because sometimes they're just not long enough on the sides, and I can't remember what the longer measurements are. But white would work, and I just need something that's not as heavy as our other one and that is long enough on the sides. And because it's just a bedspread kind of thing, it's only $30, which is pretty good for a king size. It's listed as just a blanket, but the texture of it does still look like a bedspread. Okay, so it should be big enough, but I found this one too, which I really like. But it's twice as much. So I just worry that one's gonna be too warm because it does have a down alternative, which I don't even know what that means. Okay, well, I bought some things I wasn't planning on at TJmaxx. However, they weren't really impulse buys. They were just things I'd forgotten that I was kind of looking for the house, and I found them. Well, I think. I'm gonna bring them home, check them out. I will share with you all when we get back, but I think I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. It's been a while since I've browsed there, and I do want to check clearance. You just never know what you're gonna find. Plus, I do have a gift card for there, so it wouldn't really count. I don't know if you can see it, but it has started raining, and I just checked the radar, and some storms are coming. I stayed in TJmaxx longer than I intended, and the weather's coming a little bit earlier than it was supposed to. So I'm gonna skip Hobby Lobby and just head to Sam's Club really quick for a couple of things, and then hopefully get home before it's raining too hard. All right, so I changed my plans again. As I was driving, it kept downpouring, stopping, downpouring, stopping. It's I think I'm just gonna go home. I may regret that later because we're heading into a holiday weekend. So if I end up going to the store then, it'll probably be crazy, but just got in and it was pouring. It's already slowed down again, but it was pouring. So I'm just gonna skip the rest of the errands, nothing that I'm in dire need of, but I did want to show you what I ended up finding at TJmaxx. As I said in the store, I'm not an impulse buyer, so I don't mind like window shopping type of thing. I'm not someone who just like buys stuff without any thought. But I did get some things that were on my plan for today, but they were things that I was needing. So let me show them to you, as if I have to justify to you. I don't, but I'm just explaining myself. It is thundering now. I don't know if you can hear it, but I got this $14.99. I think this is going to work. My plan for this is actually on the floor. We have a small half bathroom, and I didn't want to put anything in the wall. I wanted a spot to maybe put some extra toilet paper, and I just wanted to kind of tuck it in the side underneath the sink. And a toilet paper holder would only allow me to put toilet paper. So I thought this, I could put, I don't know, a box of tissues. It is 2-tier, or something like that. So I need to see, but I think this will probably work. I was looking for maybe just like a small table, but everything I've been finding is more expensive. I just wanted something super simple. So this was $14.99, and I think this will be a good option. And then I did get this shower cleaner. I really try to use more natural ingredients. And I mean, this does say it has no harsh chemicals, but like, what does that even really mean? Like, what's holding them accountable? But I wanted to give this a try for my shower door. $4.99. I got more of the Castile soap. This was in the checkout line, and I love this. I like this. I've enjoyed this brand, and I use it for my hand soap in a foam soap dispenser, and it's $7.99, which is like literally half the cost of Dr. Bronner's. I've been needing another cookie scoop. I have a 2 or 3 tablespoon one, but my smaller one like this has not been working. I don't know why. It looks fine, but when I went to use it the last couple of times, like the dough was not coming out. So I've just used spoons, and those work, teaspoons, that works fine. But this was only $3.99. So I got that. And I've been having a hard time finding a smaller one, or finding a smaller one in a set with a larger one, which I already had. So I got that. I guess I need to unwrap this. All right, so when I unwrapped this, it came undone, but I'm pretty sure I looked at it when we were there. I'm gonna look back at the footage. I think I filmed this, I don't even know. Pretty sure this was sealed. It just, when I unwrapped it, it was loose. So, I'm gonna hope I can confirm that. Oh, you know what? Because this got dented, I bet that's when it opened. I don't know, I'm gonna look into that a little bit, but some flaky sea salt, not really a need, but I had made these cookies and the recipe called for it, and I just skipped that step, but they were amazing chocolate chip cookies. And I remember thinking that flaky sea salt would have taken them over the top. So I got these, this for $4.99. And like, if I'm just using it for that, I mean, you can use it for other things. It's probably what I will use it for. This is gonna last me forever. And then, sorry, it's a little dark in here. I turned on the lights, but all of the, like in the kitchen, but the living room lights are off and all the blinds are closed. I never got around to opening them this morning. I did pick this up. I'm gonna leave it in the bag just so I don't accidentally get it stained while I make a decision. But I think I'm gonna keep it. $30, not bad. And it's really, well, obviously I would cut that off, but it's really thin. So even though it does have some type of fill in here, it's nice and lightweight. I like that it's kind of the same on both sides. And I think this will do the job. $30 is a pretty good price. And I think this is a size of like an oversized that'll hang down. I'm gonna do a little bit more research, but what I found looking really quick online when I was in the store, I think this is what I'm looking for. So anyways, overall, pretty good. I'm gonna probably try to grab a shower before the thunder and lightning really comes close. I don't know, I like the idea of not being submerged in water when that happens. And then I need to finish putting away my stuff from earlier and wash like produce and everything like that. Okay, so it's been a little bit, but I think I'm gonna just wrap up this video here. Thank you for coming along, shopping with me, spending some time with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, if you enjoy day in the life type of content, and say hello down in the comments. Even if it's just an emoji, let me know that you are here. I like to interact with you, and it also helps my channel out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.